Hey guys and girls, this is Chris KitKat coming to you from Uwharrie National Forest. We did a little short weekend hike here into Camp 7, which is on the newer section of the Uwharrie Trail, not the historic 20.1 miles. This is about a mile from the Joe Moffett Trailhead off Thayer Road. I couldn't find any videos or good info really on Camp 7, so I just wanted to show you guys a little video of Camp 7 here and show you what it looks like. So you've got one of the historic fireplaces, kind of like what they have up in the Burkheads. It's a little double-sided affair, as well as a little fire pit on the side. You come in, you can see that yellow blaze up there on that tree, left of center. And then there's a good amount of flat areas for tenting. Right there is where we tented. There's another little bald spot. There are a few little wet spots in here. You know, you need to keep an eye out for, but plenty of tenting spots. We didn't bring Linda's hammock, but there's quite a bit of trees back in here, so I think, you know, you could probably do good with that. There's a spring on the way out that I'll film, but there also is a stream back here. You can see the green, how the foliage changes. There's a nice little, and it's deep enough you can dip a Sawyer bag into, or you could probably do a Vecto as well, either way. So I'm gonna put on my pack, and they say this is 3/10 of a mile from the Uwharrie Trail back in here. I'm gonna measure it with my sun tooth and let you know a real mileage. I'll also get a picture, or some video rather, of the spring that they have part of the way up the trail. Some impressive rock work. I'll show it to you. Look at this thing. I mean, somebody has put some effort into this to build this. So kind of deep, looks like it. I did not use this. The water looks clear. You can see it's flowing. Maybe you can't see this flowing, but it's coming out of there. So it's got pretty decent flow. It looks like it might be kind of a, I don't know if silty bottom is the right word, but it's got this white rock. So I don't know what kind of dirt is in that. You know, it might get stirred up maybe with like a Sawyer bag, but maybe a pump filter that didn't move much on the bottom would be better. But anyway, another option. I think the stream further down, which this flows into the stream, worked better for me. All right, we'll continue up the trail. Yellow blazed up pretty decent. It's a steep down, or in our case, the second day, steep up, right back to the Uwharrie Trail. They're all blazed with yellow through here. So, unlike hiking in the Burkheads, where it seems like, you know, blazes are few and far between on purpose. You know, that's wilderness. That's great. This is marked really well. Fresh paint. I don't know how soon it's been done, but it's really good. Kind of easy to follow. So right here, you're like, where do I go? Bam, right there. There's a little bit of deadfall on this trail. It's not beat in. Really awesome. I don't think people have been using it a whole bunch. Fairly new, I think, with the redos. All right, and we're back to the trail. Double blaze for an intersection, like you would think. Let's see what we got for mileage. 0.39, and I had a little bit of walking right around the spring. The sign says 0.3 for camp number 7, 0.3 of a mile off the trail. So that's all over it. We're gonna turn south. Yep, south on the Uwharrie Trail and head over King Mountain, which is the highest point on the Uwharrie Trail, a little over 1,000 feet. I think it's 1,012. I can take a video there. And then we're gonna continue on to the car. Okay, we're at King Mountain. I said 1012, it's 1020. Highest point on the entire Uwharrie Trail. Uphill both directions. So we're headed back to the car. This has been a mile from Camp 3. All right, so We're here at Thayer Road. King Mountain is 1.1 miles north of us. So Thayer, T-H-A-Y-E-R, Thayer Road. Just a dirt road. Cool dirt road, so don't wash your car before you come along. Joe Moffett Trailhead. So to this point, we had 0.39 or so out of Camp 7. I've got 2, and I think Don Childry's book, Uwharrie Lakes Region Trail Guide, says 1.7 miles to the camp. So about spot on. So we've been hiking just a little bit. Nice little parking area here at the Joe Moffett Trailhead. Somebody's done a kiosk. I think it's an Eagle Scout project. We'll check that out. And they've done a nice memorial here for Joe Moffett. He was a guy that really did a lot for the Uwharrie Trail. If you do some searching, probably Uwharrie Trailblazers would probably have quite a bit of information, which is that logo there on the left. If you're interested in helping the Uwharries, that would be a good organization to join. Also, looks like the zoo has helped, Greater Uwharrie Conservation Partnership, Land Trust for Central North Carolina, and the Forest Service. So, great man that did a lot for the Uwharries. Let's see, this kiosk was an Eagle Scout service project. Troop 230, Will McClure, December 2016. I don't think I've been here since then. So, pretty nice. They'll be able to add maps to this and have great information for the hikers. These audio tour things, as many times as I've been out here in Uwharrie, this was another Eagle Scout project by Chris Moncrief, Troop 97 Indian Trail in August of 2014. I've been coming out here all this time. I've never once done this audio tour. I'm gonna try to look it up when I get home. So thank you, Mr. Chris and Mr. Will. We appreciate your efforts. So, Uwharrie Trail continuing. We're going to go over Little Long Mountain in 0.8 miles, and we're parked back at Jumping Off Rock Trailhead, or to me, that's the Dark Mountain Trailhead. You know, the historical northern terminus of the Uwharrie Trail before they, are in this process of connecting the Uwharrie Trail back to the Burkheads to its historic full length. We'll take some video of that shelter at the top of Little Long Mountain as well. Pretty neat. Only shelter on the whole UT. So we'll take some video of that as well. Be back in a moment. I think I'm going to be done with the video. Something new and unique comes along. This is a neat little section of quartz, I guess, that was maybe a mine at one time. Just a unique little jumble here now. It's all closed up. There's nothing to see, but still pretty unique stretch of trail. Never seen anything really like this. Hiking other areas of trail, like on the Appalachian Trail and such like that. Just a weird little unique spot. We're only 3/10 of a mile from Joe Moffett Trailhead headed south. So if you want to inspect this for yourself or check it out or bring your family, maybe you got a little bit of time one afternoon and you just want a real quick jaunt to something unique, kind of cool. There's a spring up ahead I'm going to walk down to and check it out, which I guess would be your water source for the shelter. So we'll check that out here in just a moment. We'll be back. Right here at the water source, we've got 2.59. So I think we were at the road at 2. There is a sign here for spring. So let's just see. This should be your water for the shelter. So let's just walk down here and see what it looks like. I'm always interested when you see these things. It's got a good path down to it. You know, some of them are real bad billy goat. This one's steep down, but at least it's obvious. Okay, so that must be the origin of the spring, I guess. But it looks like we do go a little bit further down. Let's try this. All right, there's some more spring coming out of the tree. Oh, cool. Okay, I had seen the picture of this pipe on somebody's post on Facebook for the Uwharrie Trailblazers, so that's flowing really good. You probably could fit your bottle right under it. I don't know what's above us in terms of roads or agriculture or any of that. I probably would still filter. So we're gonna hike back up here and then we're gonna continue on to Little Long Mountain. We still should have probably 2 or 3 tents to the top. I will tell you how much it is when we get to the shelter. I'll tell you how far it was, and then you'll know. This would be heading south towards the shelter, so that would be your water source because the shelter is dry. All right, we'll be back in a moment to Little Long Mountain. Kind of like a little bald almost here, right in Uwharrie. So in your backyard, you can get a bald. Pretty cool. Eagle's Nest, yeah, once again, another Eagle Scout project, so we're indebted to the Scouts for sure. This time Hampton Ruth from Greensboro. Thank you, Hampton. Great views out of the front of the shelter. And I guess these would stay like this even during the summertime. So you would get a little undergrowth behind the shelter. Pretty nice shelter, probably room pretty deep. I mean, that bench is probably 4 feet, so at least enough room for 8 people at least. Got some little hangers for your packs. Pretty nice. Little Long Mountain, they got a sign over here about the elevation. So anyway, I was going to tell you about the mileage. It's about 0.35 or so, give or take, up here. Little Long Mountain, 922. Land Trust Central NC again, in the U.S. Forest Service. Just awesome. Just remember, this is a dry shelter. Make sure you get water at that spring. So this is new since the last time we were up here, and I looked at it yesterday but didn't notice this arrowhead here on the corner that says Uwharrie Trail 1971 to 78, Joseph Moffett Scoutmaster along the side there, and then BSA Troop 570 out of Ashboro. I don't know where this thing came from. I've never seen this. This is awesome. So kind of a neat little addition. Somebody hiked up some quickcrete, I guess, and then the native quartz built this little monument slash memorial.